Hello everybody, good afternoon on this Monday afternoon. I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to Crafting and Cruising. I'm Lisa and this is my page, and I've been off and on recently because we were in Vermont and New Hampshire with our friends on a trip. Sorry, I could have gotten ready before I came on, couldn't I? So when you get on, say hi. So far, I'm not seeing comments. I'm going to look over on my computer, which I've got to the right. Hey, Sharon Halverson. Thank you for coming on. I'm going to see if I can bring up comments on here. So we were in Vermont and New Hampshire with our friends Linda and Ron. And here's my on my computer. We had a fun time. I did a little bit of crafting there, not a lot, because I wanted to spend time with my friends and my husband. But we had a good time. And I'm just going to show you a couple things that I got while I was there to craft with. This I did not get there, but look at this gorgeous fabric that I got from Joann's. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to show you sometime this week. But it's like whole snowflake holes. Isn't that gorgeous? I got all they had left. Also, we went to this diner twice to eat, and I got this that said, I dreamed I was a designing woman in my maiden form bra. Some of you all may be able to remember that back to that, like I can. I'll probably bedazzle her bra so it'll look more like a top, but I just thought she was cute for a plaque or a picture frame that's bedazzled. I also got 2 Life magazines. This is from September 1st, 1960, and this is commemorating Grandma Moses and her paintings. And then this one is from 1956, April 2nd, and it said the Teenage Telephone Tie-Up. So I've looked through them. Of course, they all have cigarette commercials on the back, which is hilarious. So I got some other things too that we brought home that I'll be crafting with, but it's time to start crafting for Christmas. So that's what we're going to do today. I have a great little plan in mind. Had to go today to have my annual female situation. So hopefully all that's going to be good. I had the mammogram and the other thing. I'm very timely about doing that. So I still don't see comments over here. I just see that Sharon's on. If you watch the replay, please hashtag replay and let me know you are on, and I hope you'll hit the follow button and turn on your notifications so you'll know when I'm live. So today we are going to make an angel, kind of a boho chic, shabby chic angel. I love angels, and if you know me at all, you know for the past Munsingware, forgot about them, Sharon. That's awesome. A lot of the Christmas cards that I've painted in the past few years have been mixed media cards, and some watercolor, some acrylic of angels, kind of a series. And so I have angels in my house. I just love angels, and especially at Christmas. So I'll tell you what we're going to do first. Excuse me, I just turned my glue gun on. We're going to hot melt glue this little head on this terracotta vase, and we're going to paint them gold. It's going to be her head and her body. Then around the base here, we're going to glue on several rows of trim, maybe even a little bit of bling trim. We are going to put a halo around her head that I've already made one out of a piece of silver chenille. Then we're going to make some wings, which I have already cut out of fabric, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to put those together. I have a piece of muslin that I coffee and tea stained, and they're all rounded corners. Then I have just a piece of lace that I cut a little bit smaller than the coffee tea stain piece. Then I have a piece of Battenberg lace. This was my mother's very favorite kind of lace. And then another piece of Battenberg that's kind of in a grayish, beige color. So I'm going to put those together, and then we're going to tie them off and make them wings. Then up in her little body, I've already made one of these, but I think I'm going to take one apart and add some different ribbons to it. All I did was take strips of different sizes of lace and of ribbons. Now these ribbons right here were from one of the rugs from Five Below that you can take apart and craft with. Then I just had a lot of different pieces of lace and ribbons. I had a black and white piece. But today when I went to the store, to Hobby Lobby, and I want you to know the lines in every checkout were going toward the back of the store. I have no idea what's going on other than they were having, like, Christmas was 60% off, and then a lot of other things in the store were 50% off. It was insanity. I almost just walked back out. So I found some more laces I liked, and some more ribbons and some yarns I liked. So I thought what I would do is take one of them apart and take some of the, maybe the colored ribbons out and fill in with some of my yarn. I got this homespun yarn. It's got 3 different shades of beige in it. I got this one that is fleece white. I got one that I think you're actually supposed to make the little scrubbies. Hey, Shelly Stacklin, with these. But I thought that might be pretty. And then I got a gray. I may not use the gray. We'll see. But what we do then is we make our ribbons, cut our ribbons, and then we're going to gather them at the top real tightly together and glue them up in her body. And then we'll have an angel that can be hung from, I've got one that I made last year hanging on a light lamp in my den. You can hang them from windows, from the little blocks on windows. You can hang them from door handles. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is paint this little ball and this, and I'm going to use Posh Chalk pigment, which I have only used one other time, and I didn't do it on a live. So I'm using, maybe if I can get it open, this is the infuser, the pigment infuser for Posh Chalk. Maybe, yeah, I got it. And it just takes just a little bit of this, and I have it in gold and silver. So I'm going to put a little bit of the gold. Hey, Nancy Lewis, how are you? Thanks for coming on. So I'm going to put just a little bit of this gold powder pigment on this plate. It's not going to take much. You can always make more, but you can't take it away. All right, let me put a little bit of pigment in here to mix with it. It is so pretty. Can y'all see that? Oh, that is gorgeous. Let me get another brush so I can put some more pigment on, because I'm going to need more. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty, you guys. Look. Can y'all see? Oh my goodness, love that. I think I like that better than the liquid gold we usually use. Wow. I've got more than I need, I know that. But that way, if we have to put 2 coats on anything, we can. So I don't know what the temperature is for you, or let me know. It's cold here. It's getting a little bit warmer, but it's pretty cold. All right, so I'm going to take this Posh Chalk pigment and just paint this little ball. It's half wood and half white, and it's probably going to take 2 coats, especially the white part. I didn't realize that this little ball was kind of slick, so it may not want to take this paint like it is. I may have to go back and actually put some kind of a base on it. Let me sit this down for a minute and paint the, this is a little terracotta planter that I got when the grandchildren and I were making fairy gardens back in the spring or summer. Still got some black in there, so I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to glue my stuff up in there. I'm trying to pull that out. It's really hard to get out, so I may have to get my husband, we call MacGyver, figure out a way to get that. It's really hard. It's like they mixed it with a cement almost and put it in there. But I love this gold. It is beautiful. Can you see the color? So pretty. So tell me what you've done, if anything, so far on your Christmas decorations. While I'm waiting for you, I'll just say again, I've got most of the inside of my house done. Not all of it, but most of it. Sit that down and see if I can get it on the edge. And then tomorrow, I'm going to do the outside. I was going to try to start on it today, but I had that crazy appointment. Let me try to dry this little one a little bit, see if it's going to work. Wonder if the liquid gold would do better. Let me shake up some of this liquid gold and see. I don't see anybody answering what they've done for Christmas so far. Let's see if this goes on better. Actually, this is not even gold. This is classic gold. But you know what? It is going on better, and I think it's fine to use that. It's still not perfect coverage. Just going to take a couple of coats. I have just some wood beads inside that my husband found for me last night in my stash, but this already had the little what do you call, the little screw in the top for me to hang it from, so I thought, well, I'll just use these, and then I won't have to worry about getting him to drill a little hole and putting a screw in there. But it is not wanting to take the paint very well. I think with enough coats it will. I used to clean up my craft stuff. I need to clean up my craft stuff before I can pull out Christmas. Listen, girl. My craft stuff is in my studio and in this bus right here. I'm in the motorhome. They're both a hot mess. So I totally get what you're saying, but I wanted to go on and get Christmas up because I just love it. I think I would keep Christmas year-round if my family would let me. I know most people wouldn't, and I know I probably wouldn't appreciate it as much if I did, but I love Christmas. So the quicker I can get my stuff put out, the better off I am. All right, let's see if I need to put more on here of this color. I think I probably do. Let's use this other one. Have you started any Christmas crafts, Nancy? I know a lot of the popular crafters have been doing Christmas for a while. And I did, while we were gone, I had some Dollar Tree wooden flat ornaments. They look like ornaments. And I only had 3. And I decided I really want to use them on my wreaths that I put outside. So I was able to find some more today because I needed 6 total. So I found some more today, and I'll just give you a hint, that fabric that I showed you is going to be part of the ornaments, but I've already painted Mackenzie-like patterns on 3 of the ornaments, and I really, really like them. But they need something on the back side, and then I think I'm going to hang them in each one of my wreaths that I put over my window. So I'm excited about that. Okay, let me get some tops put on before I make a huge mess on my table. I'm talking loud, although y'all can hear me very well since this heat gun is going. One of these days soon, I'm going to get one of those real quiet heat guns. Got gold all over my hand. Better on my hand than it does on this. Please be sure your notifications are on and that you hit follow so you'll know when I'm coming on. And I would really appreciate it if y'all would spread my videos out to people. I don't come on all the time like the big crafters do. Probably won't ever. But I just like to come on and share when I can. Instead of just sitting here doing it by myself. Okay, so I did see or hear someone say one time that if you're going to have wings on this as an angel, and you're going to have the heaviness of the fabric up in here, that you really need to make sure that the head is tilted toward the back. In other words, this part doesn't need to be coming straight out of the center. It needs to be coming more, leaning more towards the back, like this, instead of like this. So, I hope y'all can see. Make sure you're down on the, I'm gonna glue this on. A generous amount of glue, and put it on here, but I'm going to tilt it toward the back so that that little thing is not straight up and down. It may look that way in the camera, but it's not. It's tilted back. You see that? There just a little bit while it dries, and then we're going to start putting on the lace trim. I can sit this infuser out of the way. Okay. So let's look at the trims. Now these are the trims that I got, and I'm going to layer them. So I'm thinking I may need to try to pull you guys down here closer so that I don't have to hold it up every time. So I can okay, can you still see? You can't see my face, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue. If this is going to be the back, since she's tilted toward the back, then I'm going to take a little bit of hot melt, and I'm just going to start right down here at the bottom and put just a little strand of that lace. And I'm going to keep doing this all the way around till it meets back up. Should have finger protectors on. Every time I start using a hot glue gun, I think about Debbie Rigg on her live, burning her fingers so bad. Get this glue down in here. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go a little bit more. And some of my trim is cream color, and some of it is white, because I wanted to alternate back and forth, cream and white. Okay, so now that's going to meet up right there, and I'm going to cut that part off. Let me know if it's too close now and I'll move you back some. Goodness, we got blue strings going everywhere. Okay, so there's the first row. Now I'm going to come up here with a white lace. So this is the white that I'm using. And I'm going to start in the back again, right above where I stopped the other one. Put some of this white. So I don't know how many of y'all have been to Vermont or New Hampshire, but while we were there, we took the cog railroad up toward Mount Washington. It would not go all the way up like it sometimes does because of the weather. But we went up to, I think, 4,000 and some odd feet, and to be honest with you, I had never even heard of a cog railroad. But it was a single car that's pushed by a diesel car. It was a beautifully clear day. It was not very cold down at the base of the mountain, but when you got up the mountain, it was super cold. So you could roast marshmallows, and they had hot chocolate and cookies, and then you could turn around and see all of the mountains in that area. It was really, really pretty. It felt so weird to me though, because when I see majestic mountains like that, I always think like Colorado, not New Hampshire. And so it just felt really weird to me. What felt even more weird was that some of the days we were there, it was like 70 degrees, and back home it was colder, like cold. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Now I have another off-white that I'm going to put as the next layer. So again, I'll start in the back. Anyway, you could see these places in the distance that are ski houses where skiers, cross-country skiers, or any skier could go in if the weather was bad. If they were skiing and the weather got bad or they were cold, they could go in these houses that we could see one of. It looked like a mansion, really. It was huge, on one of the other sides, and it was really, really a cool experience. I wasn't sure what to expect, but it was a cool experience. And they had a couple of dinner trains in that area that we had kind of considered going on, but some of the reviews on a couple of them weren't great. So we just decided to thrift shop instead. Okay, here's what we have so far. This one's not pulled out now. Okay. Now, I think I had one more white. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just use the same white I was using. Okay. We'll just put another row of this white up here at the top, and then I think we'll be about done with this part. I think I started in the wrong place. Maybe I can make it go all the way around. Okay. We'll put this layer all the way around and cut this back off. It's very sad that I missed the sisters in the sisterhood at the Pinners Conference in Arizona. I have to make sure I go next year. You know what? I don't like that up so high. I'm going to move that down some. I think I just put it up too high. So let me just pull this off, this hot glue, which is taking some of the paint off, but it's not going to matter because the lace is going to be covering it anyway. I didn't like the way that looked. Now I've got some little pearl trim I can put at the top. So let's see if we can do this again. Just not make it up so high. Let me see if I can think what else we did that was exciting. Had some really good food while we were there. Linda and Ron have a property through Blue Green timeshare, and so we stayed in their timeshare unit with them, and then we just basically took a lot of back roads, and we looked and looked and looked for a moose and couldn't find one. I was so sad. I wanted to see a moose so badly, but it was not in the cards for us to see a moose. Okay, I'm going to leave that as is right now. Pull our little dress down. So here's what we have. Now I've got this pearl trim that I thought about putting around the top. However, I think first I'm going to take a piece of this lace, which I bought today at Joann's, I think. It's stretchy. So I'm going to take a piece of this first and wrap it around where the neck, the head joins the body. And I think I'm just going to knot it off. Maybe not. Let's see. I want to put some of the pearl trim on it, but I want to kind of cover that gap right there. Yeah, that's what we can do. We can just stick it in here like this. Kind of gather it up a little bit as we go around and cover up that gap between the body and the head. Just realized that my niece's husband was from Amsterdam, was supposed to be coming by today and bringing us the tulip bulbs that we ordered. So he may have come while nobody was here. I need to find them. Y'all, those tulips from Amsterdam are stunning. The ones we've gotten in the past are absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to get them planted and see them come up in the spring. Okay. So now we have this, and now I'm going to take some of this trim, this pearl trim. I think I'm only going to probably need at the most 2 rows. This is this was from the Dollar Tree, so it's clearly not pearls. It's just faux pearls, as they say. I'll probably cut too much, but we can always trim it off. Okay, so this is what I'm putting on next. And I'm going to start it back here, just like I've done everything in the back. And go around. I also have some little hair to put on her. I have no idea where this came from, y'all, but I have blonde and I think just black little hair ringlets that were in a package, probably from some of my grandmother's stuff that when she died. And it's real curly little ringlets, and it's so cute. And I couldn't put my hands on the blonde. I found the red and the black, so I brought black out here to put on her head. So That's going to be her hair. She's going to have a black hair. She's going to be a black-haired angel. Okay. Now I may go back and put just a little piece of Totally Dazzled bling right here at the top of her neck. Okay. All right, so here's the hair. Let's glue the hair on. Probably have to trim it up after I glue some on. Isn't that so cute? Okay, let me see if I can put it across the top. Actually, maybe I should start it in the back too. Okay. We're going to put it around this way first. Try to get her head covered. Oh, there is a stink bug on my camera. Nasty. Now he's going to be a dead stink bug because I just glued him. Ugh. This stuff is hilarious. Alright. So now we got just a little bit of hair. Now I'm going to start making it hang down. That is so funny, y'all. Just put a little bit of glue right there. You can see right now I'm going to have to get out some more. Glue it to her head. This is hilarious. Let's see. Oh no, y'all. I think I'm gonna leave this black hair off. I don't think I like it. It's hilarious. Now I have got stuff all over her. Good thing I have extra paint to paint on her. Took me forever to get that glue, that paint on there to stick, and now I'm pulling it all off with the hot melt glue. I just didn't like that black hair. I didn't think that was gonna work. Y'all remember I told you when I was camping that I shut the camper door on my thumb, like full force, both doors together at the same time when we were in Sevierville, and I said, I know I'm gonna lose the nail. It throbbed and hurt and bled and bled and bled. Well, today I pulled most of it off, and it looks like maybe I'm not gonna lose the nail, which thrills my soul. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We are not going to put that hair on her. If I find something else later that I like better, I'll put it on her. Now I'm gonna glue, if I can find it, her little halo on top. Here it is. So I just took a piece of chenille wire and went around her head, the circumference, and had a piece on each end long enough to kind of wrap it around to keep it tied off. I'm gonna have to go back and repaint some gold, but right now I'm just gonna go on and glue her on, glue this on. Okay, so put just a tad bit of glue right here to hold it down in the front. It's actually a little bit too big. Okay, and then I'll put just a drop in the back to hold it down in the back. Don't need a lot, just trying to keep that on. So there she is so far. This won't stay fluffed out so you can see how cute she really is in her little dress. Okay. Now, we're going to work on her wings. So I showed you her wings. I coffee and tea stained some muslin. Then I have just some plain lace that's a little bit smaller, some Battenberg lace, and some more Battenberg lace. So I've got a piece of yarn cut here. I'm going to lay it out, and I'm going to lay the wings, try to center it up, and then as I start to tie this, I'm going to straighten the wings out so that they're folded the right way. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to gather it first with my hands. I did that a while ago, and I think that works better. Try to make sure I get it centered. And if these are too big, then we can always take them off and cut them down. I'm hoping they're going to be perfect. I like big wings on angels. Okay. Pull this top. Didn't quite get it in the center. Let me move it down a little bit. Double it and kind of fluff it a little bit before I see what else I may need to do to it. Come on. This little piece off right here. If anybody's still on, let me know you're on, what you're doing. Trim this one off too. Okay. Let's see how her little wings look back here. You know what? This part right here is driving me crazy because it's flopping around. Sometimes you just have to work and work and work with something until you get it just like you want it. My mama used to say, gotta hold your mouth right. Let's see if I can refresh. Let's see if anybody else is on. Okie doke. So, here are our little wings. So I'm going to trim this yarn that I used to put it on with, to tie it together with. Then I'm going to put a generous amount of glue in the back, right where we joined everything together. And we're going to put wings on her. Turn it around and make sure she's centered. Have to glue this darker lace down a little bit. Let me just hold this for a second. This is going to be so cute. Okay, I think that I need to put just a little tad drop of hot glue right there. Pull that piece down so it won't flop around so much. probably the same over here. Don't like that little piece. I'll cut it off. Just got to work with it. Okay, so it looks big right now, but we haven't gotten the bottom of her on yet. So now it's time for us to remake one of these, and I think I'm going to remake, not remake, but I think I'll use this one. As I said at the beginning, I'd already cut a bunch of these last night and tied them together. But then I found more yarns and ribbons today that I liked, and so I thought, you know what? I need to take one of those apart, at least one of them. I'm gonna cut this where I joined it together last night. Take it apart, and then I can remove some of the ones I don't like and add some that I do like. Okay, so did that come off? For example, I thought I was going to like this gold in here, and I may leave one strand of it, but I don't love it. And I do think that I need to take the blue out because I'm not crazy about it. Maybe take the gray out. Y'all tell me if you think I'm making a mistake and I should leave something in. I love this black and white, but I don't think it really matches. Right now, I'm going to take the gold out, and then we'll see if I need to add it back. Y'all can tell me. Alright, so now all I have are different lengths of neutral ribbons. This is like the, I'm going to split this in half. This is the, out of the rugs that you can buy from Five Below. I'm splitting that. I just took a rug apart, so that's what that is. And they're going to be different lengths. I did trim them last night to sort of be closer to the same length, but you fold it in half and it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see about putting some of this white in that I bought today. I really like it. It's stretchy. We'll put some of that in there. And then I love this yarn. It's called Fleece Light. I love it. Don't know where the end is. I love the yarn. Here it is. Okay, so let's put some of this in here. I also got some ribbons from Dollar Tree. This has a little bit of gold on it, so that would bring out the gold in the face. Here's another beige one. There's no right or wrong, rhyme or reason. You just, whatever looks good to you. And when I got all that put together last night, I thought, I don't love it. I do think this dark will probably be good to bring in there, a little bit of that. And then I got this that I told you I think is really meant, yeah, it's called Scrubology. So it's really meant for making those pot scrubs, but it's got a little glisten to it. So I thought that would be pretty. It's rough. It's not yummy like that other yarn was. Let me see. Could use some of this pearl. in it. Cut it all the same length. That little black hairs getting popped everywhere on this piece I'm doing. Here's another neutral piece. Now, since 2 people are on here, y'all let me know if you like this bright gold piece in there or if it's too much of a contrast. Tell me what you think. I also have this yarn that I love. It's neutral. My desk is a wreck. This in there. Don't see my answering yes or no on the gold ribbon piece I have in here. I think this is going to be so cute. So cute. I like them full too. I don't like to cheat on the amount of ribbon I put in here. Piece of this under here. I heard the Crafty brother Justin last night. I was watching him, and love to watch him, by the way. If you don't follow the Crafty brother, you don't know what you're missing. He is delightful, and he is such an encourager, such an optimistic person, and so sweet to everybody. He just is. That's just his personality. And he said last night, you know, if you find yourself just down and not in a very good frame of mind, you just feel like you're just sad. He said, go in your craft room and craft. Doesn't matter what. You don't have to do anything big. You don't have to get on live and do it. Just go to your craft place or an area where you can craft and just sit down and make something, because when you do, you will find, and this is so true, that you get totally lost in the craft and your problems just don't seem near as big anymore. So I loved it when he said that. I thought that is such good advice, because I am that way. If I go for too long and I don't craft, I'm just not happy. I'm not fun. I'm not happy. I just feel blah. So even if you don't consider yourself a crafter, go in here and just do something. Create something. Hey, Deborah Jen, how are you, sister? Okay. So now what I'm going to do is try to find the center about, and I cut off some more of this hot scrubbing yarn. So I'm going to tie it off roughly in the center. And I'm going to wrap it under, tie it again, because I want to make sure doesn't come undone. And I'll take this side and wrap under. Bring it up. Now, I'm not going to be able to push this up as far into my container as I would like to, because it's got all that stuff. I'm just going to leave those ends hanging. It's got all that stuff up inside. So let me trim a little bit of this first. Kind of fold it in half, and I don't want them all even by any means, but I just don't want too many really long ones hanging down. Shake it and fluff it a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to take this and twist, 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 see how much I can get up in here. So let me pull her little dress back up. Fold it over. I wish I could get this stuff out, but I don't think it's gonna come out, you guys. I mean, it is in there like concrete, no lie. I was hoping it would just pop right out, but no such luck. All right, we're not gonna take a chance on hurting ourselves, so I'm gonna fill this with glue, lots of glue, especially around the inside sides, so that when I push all of this fabric up in there, it will hopefully, as it dries, stay in place. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it in here for a minute. All that glue dries. And then we'll see how it looks. What are you up to today, Debbie? Have you gotten any of your Christmas shopping done yet? Oh, I'm letting this dry. Gotten any of your Christmas decorating done? I think I actually have. Well, I have one gift bought, but I have some stocking stuffers bought too, so I'm proud of myself. All right, is it gonna stay? Let me add just a little more glue in some spots under here, just to be sure before we check her out. Put a little more right there. Bingo, $110. Good for you. Not decorated, but 80% done shopping, sister. Ooh, I wish I could say the same thing. I do. I gotta wait for my family to give me a list of what they want. Okay, let me pull her little dress back down. Then I can see where I need to make some adjustments, or trim her up some, or get some more of these glue boogers off. I do need to repaint the top where I pulled all that off. Oh, I was going to check about a piece of bling too, to put right in the center. All right, so wings right here. Uh-oh. Did I glue her string in there? I think I did. I glued it to her halo. Hold on. Silly. Silly Lolly, as my granddaughter would say. Silly Lolly. Okay. So here is our little angel girl. Come back here. Now I need to pull out my Totally Dazzle and find a piece of bling to put on this front. Hold on just a minute. I think I've got it right down here under my table. Ooh, it's getting hot in this RV now, I tell you. Yeah, I think I got a little bit of bling. What do y'all think? Let's see if we can find a small piece to put up there that'll just bedazzle her up. can't wait to get the winter line that's out. I need to, I've got it in my car, just hadn't ordered it. That's too big. There's a little angel wing. I don't think that's what she needs. It's got wings in the back. Doesn't need to be. Piece of something gold or silver. Most of my bling is too big, you guys. No, that's too big. I have a little. Oh, that bow came off of the. Put a couple little, you know what, let me try that. I got some of these chandelier crystals that I got. I wonder about gluing some of those on to hang down the front. Let's see what that will look like. I don't like doing that. Get it glued on here and I'll show you. I think she's going to have a bigger halo too. I don't like that little halo. It's too little. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. Some of these are still a little bit too long. Farm scissors, please don't cut like butter. You know what? These ornaments are easy to make, or these little angel hangers. They would be cute to give as gifts, even to teachers. You put a little tag on it. Love from the child. I think she is about done. Y'all see anything else she needs besides her gold on her head touched up? Tie something off on her waist or not? Make her waist smaller? What do you think? I feel like I could just sit out here all day long and go over and over and over it. And still probably not be fully happy. It looks perfect. Thank you, Deborah. Debbie. Deb. All the above. Do most people call you Debbie? Or do most people call you Deborah? Or do most people call you Deb? You think as long as I know you, I've done that. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to make a bigger halo. I don't like her halo. Let me see if I can get one of these pieces out here. And I'm just going to wrap it and make it, I don't know, maybe thicker is a better word for it. But I just didn't like that. I need to leave a little extra though on both ends to wrap it. See if this will fit. Yep. Okay, I'm going to cross this under. This is how I did it. I just turned that loop under. until I got it all tucked. Okay, now I'm just going to wrap it several times so that her halo is more dense, I guess would be the word. Not really bigger, just thicker. May even take more than one chenille stick to do it. What I'm thinking I want done. Alright, let me take this end and loop it under. I want it a little bigger still. Woman's prerogative to change her mind, right? Okay. Wrap this one under real good. Then we'll be done. And I've got a mess to clean up in here. I was going to show y'all one more thing that I got too that I'm going to be working on in the next few weeks. Don't know when. Now that looks better. So much better. Let me put this on and show you. Yep, make that better. Yes. Now, I like that better. I think I'm going to clip this bottom little piece that's hanging. I'll spread it apart. I'm not going to clip it. I'm going to spread it apart, and then I can just pull it off because it pulls right out of that what's it called? Crystal. Don't want to break the crystal piece. There we go. I did a little bit. Come on. Okay, y'all. There she is. I'm going to straighten out her wings a little bit more and work on them. But I think she's cute, don't you? I could even diamond dust this back part of her wings. That would be pretty. Still a little bit long down here in front. Where am I looking? Right here. Maybe a little bit over here. Okay. I'm going to call her done, except I'm going to diamond dust her wings. So here she is. Her wings will look better when I post a picture. Let me show you the other thing I was going to show you that I picked up. Not this strip. I had it in my room. In fact, I think I had it in my arts and crafts room last Christmas. But I didn't do anything with it. Aren't these fabulous? So, my plan is to black and white check this part, leave the gold. I'm probably going to leave this white, but I'm going to use a texture paste up here to give it some texture. And then probably do his heels gold. And then I'll get some poinsettia, red and white poinsettia, and some red berries. And stick out on the top, and this might sit right outside my front door. If not, it might sit near one of my trees. Never know. So that's on the agenda, you guys. I really appreciate you being on. I hope that you will join me again. Turn your notifications on. and make sure you hit the follow button. And if you would do me a huge favor and just share this to your page, to your personal page, and let your friends know that I'm doing this, because I would really love to build up my page a little bit. And so if you can help me in that way, I would really, really appreciate it. I hope you have a blessed Monday. I signed up for a class online, a class every night this week, with my sister Kimberly, who told me about it. And we're going to be making some Christmas things. I'll probably mostly watch the class and then make them later. But I'm excited about that, because I can get in my cozy, comfy jammies and sit down. While I was out of town, there was a little box that said, "Feel like you lost your marbles? Take one of ours." So here's my marble I took. So anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. If you have any prayer requests, remember I told you it's my privilege and honor to pray, so please leave them below. Or you can email me at craftandcruise@gmail.com. Or just leave me a message here, or instant message me and let me know, and I would be privileged and honored to pray for you. Please continue to remember my friend Vicki, who will be having surgery the 22nd, brain surgery. And I know she's very anxious about it, so please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. And I'm trying to think, I saw that Jay Leno got hurt today. One of his many cars in his garage, there was an explosion out of the exhaust or something. It burned the left side of his face. They said it did not get his eye or his ear, but apparently they took him to a burn center. So burns, I just can't fathom. So anyway, love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.